This here is my K24A1 long vlog. Now I'm gonna start disassembling this. This is gonna be my new project here. I'm gonna get it torn apart and I'm gonna check everything out and see what we're gonna need. I'm hoping to keep stock pistons and rods, and then this top end will get rebuilt. Yeah, I just want to show you the journey of this build getting done. So I just got the timing cover off here, and I'm looking at the timing, and this all looks very good. There's some play in this tensioner here. I mean, looking down here, everything's looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and get all this timing pulled off here so that I can get this head off and take a deeper look into the cylinders and see what we're working with there. Okay, so I have all the timing components out here. I'm not too worried about camshaft timing right now and keeping this in time because I am taking it fully apart here. And this is just to see what we're looking at here, because he said it did have a blown head gasket. He said the oil looked fine though. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this head off, and I'm wanting to know and see what's under this head. So I have all what I think is the cam caps off here. Looking at them, they're not too bad at all here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep disassembling. The cams should come out next, and we'll keep going. Alright, so I got the head off here. The head doesn't look bad. There's a lot of carbon buildup on all these cylinder heads here, and it's definitely ready to be rebuilt. As you can see, there's layers of grease and oil picked up on there. And this is where things look a little bit down. My flashlight won't work now, but if you guys can see that, there's a lot of buildup in those cylinder holes. Walls feel smooth though. So right now. So now I'm gonna get all these accessory pieces off on this side and that side. There's not a whole lot, but we're gonna get that off and then maybe flip the engine over and check out the bottom side. This is day 2 of disassembling my K24A1. I did get the oil pan off video here. Everything in here looks clean. There's nothing I'm too concerned about in here. The magnet's clean. I haven't really looked deep under it at the rods or at the separator plate or anything, and I did get an engine stand though, which is very nice. It'll make the rest of this go so much easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna flip this over, and I'm gonna take the oil pump off and then take the separator plate out, and we'll keep moving from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of that carbon buildup fell out when I flipped the motor over here. Look at the gasket surface, everything looks clean. Of course this motor is filthy. But yeah, it's pretty dirty in here. I got my cam position sensor off here. I got to get this timing all off because if I don't, this is what is holding part of the oil pump in here. So what's going to be next is I'm going to work on getting this oil pump off, and I'll get this tensioner off, and then we'll go ahead and flip the motor, and then we'll get the oil pump off here. So this is for reference. This is my first time touching a K-series or this timing, so this is all new to me. These bolts are on there tight. I don't have the right tools, so it took me a second to finally figure that out. So now I'm gonna flip this motor over, and we're gonna take off this girdle and unalign it here. Okay, so now we have the motor flipped. This is a struggle, cheap at Harbor Freight engine stand, but this is what we're going to have to use to work with while I finish this whole motor up. So, oil pump here. This isn't clogged. This is solid in there, no metal, nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and then we'll see what the bottom of these rods and pistons look like when we take it off. The oil pickup off and the oil pump off. Everything is moving smoothly in here. Everything's floating in there. And then now we finally get to see the bottom side of this block and see what we're working with here. Nothing in here looks bad. I don't see any signs of broken block yet or messed up block anywhere yet. So we're gonna get this girdle off and see what it's looking like under this girdle. Just got the gurney off. There's some spots and scores in here you can definitely feel with your nail, which is not very good. Definitely some spots, but if we take a look at the cam here. At the crank, smooth. Can't feel no burrs on any of this. Some here, probably should get that fixed, looked at. But we're looking good so far to keep going and keep disassembling. Okay, so I recorded me disassembling the rest of the whole block, and I apparently wasn't recording. So we'll go over everything that I finished. The whole block is taken apart, and so we have our pistons out here, our girdle out, and our crank out. Bare block here. Nothing too bad in here. There's some concerns that I'm worried about, but they'll probably sort it out when it goes to the machine shop. This block is now fully completed, or I mean taken apart. I guess I shouldn't say completed, but it's fully apart. And now the next step is take this to the machine shop and get this cleaned, and get it looked at, and sort out what's next. Well, I know what'll be next after I get this machined and cleaned up. This will get machined and cleaned up and honed because there's some spots in there that I'm a little iffy about. Then the crank will go, and then I'll buy pistons and rods for this. Pistons, rods, I'm going to do oil squirters, bearings, rod bearings, and rod bearings. And then we'll start putting this bottom end together. That will go get cleaned up. Oil pump will go back on. And I might go Type S oil pump. And then after that's all cleaned up and everything's said and done, take the head, get the head machined and cleaned up, and then get new valves. We're going to do dual valve springs in there. We're going to keep stock valves in there, though. I want to keep stock valves. Then we'll get that put on, and it's all normal Honda building from there. We'll go ahead and we'll slap it all together, time it, and then that's when all the cool stuff will start happening. We'll start getting intake, exhaust, timing, a new clutch. But as of right now, this motor is fully disassembled and is ready to be put together. Again, there's a couple things here and there that need to come off, like this sensor, and gotta figure out how to get these studs out. But besides that, this is a bare block. There's nothing else bolted onto this block at all, and then just the motor stand is on there. So I'm excited to see how this all go together. So this is where I start the build necessarily. I mean, I started the build by taking this apart, but now it's going to be start of the build where I get everything cleaned up, get it taken to a shop, and I start fully building this motor, because this is going to go in my 1991 Honda Civic sedan, and it's going to be built for boost. I don't know if I'm going to boost it right off the bat. I got to make sure this will actually fit in my car without the turbo and all that. So, but for now, this is the end until I'm going to get parts slowly at a time. Start with pistons and rods, and I'll get a video in depth of me doing that. And then we'll slowly start adding more and more stuff until this whole block is complete and done. So, I need more ideas for videos while I'm I can't afford to do all this at one time. So go ahead and give me ideas for building these blocks and all this. I want more ideas on what I should be doing while I'm waiting for like new parts to come in and all that. So go ahead and comment what you want me to be doing while I'm waiting for parts and stuff to come in, and we'll go from there. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video of me disassembling my K24A1.